Just into the KXAN newsroom, the mugshot of Texas Governor Rick Perry as he turns himself in on charges.
The governor was processed in and out of the Travis County Justice Complex in about 15 minutes.
The governor charged with abuse of official capacity and coercion of a public servant. But right now, he and his staff are getting ice cream at Sandy's in South Austin.
But we don't resolve.
As he spoke coming out of the complex today, he said the fight is not over.
It is a chilling restraint on the right of free speech. The actions that I took were lawful, they were legal, and they were proper. We will prevail. We will prevail.
And KXAN's Kevin Schwaller has been covering this all afternoon. He is live outside the Travis County Justice Complex now. Kevin?
It's a much different situation now. It is much quieter. The crowds have left. News organizations are starting to break down, though. Take a look, though, what it looked like about an hour ago. That's when security cleared a path for Governor Perry to walk into the Justice Center. A crowd cheered. We heard some boos. The governor called the charges against him baseless and political. The executive director, though, of the state Democratic Party claims Perry is the one playing politics.
Well, ultimately, the governor has to win two battles here. He's got to win a public perception, and he's got to win in the courtroom, and the governor will do whatever it takes to make it look like support is on his side. At the end of the day, the governor broke the law. He has two felony indictments that were brought down by a Republican judge.
Now, Governor Perry has a court date set for Friday. An attorney tells us, though, that the governor will be waiving his arraignment for that. Instead, he'll be in New Hampshire, although lawyers may be there for Governor, a lawyer or lawyers will be there for Governor Perry. For now, reporting live in Austin, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
The governor spoke to a crowd of supporters outside the Travis County complex. Republicans organized a rally for his supporters. KXAN's Angie Bevan joining us live from there with a reaction.
Well, supporters lined this area up here. They're all gone now, kind of this terrace or courtyard area that's overlooking the main entrance to the courthouse down there. There were dozens up here. There were also several down on the lower area there. They were all listening as Governor Perry came and spoke to them. Many of them brought signs, and they also cheered as Governor Perry walked up to the courthouse this afternoon. Supporters were standing behind the governor as he fights the allegations. Some we talked to say they're confident the charges won't play out.
That they want him not to run for president, and this is a very handy vehicle and very well orchestrated. It's a farce, so it will just go away. It's somebody's 15 minutes of fantasy.
By far, there were more supporters of Governor Perry here this afternoon, but there were also some people out here holding signs in opposition. Reporting live in Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
And the governor has assembled quite a team of lawyers to represent him in this case.
Here's a closer look at the makeup of his team. The lead attorney is Tony Busby. He's a regent at Texas A&M, and in the past, he's donated money to Governor Perry's campaigns. Also on the team, David Botsford, who was Perry's original Austin defense attorney. Bobby Birchfield worked on the case that fought proposed federal limits on campaign donations. Ben Ginsburg represented George W. Bush during the 2000 Florida presidential recount. And Tom Phillips is a former Texas Supreme Court justice.
And while Governor Perry says he plans to fight the charges against him, he also plans to be out of the state in a couple of days. On Thursday, he is scheduled to talk about border security and immigration at the Heritage Foundation in Washington. As we mentioned, he then goes to New Hampshire on Friday and Saturday. That is the first primary state, of course, important for his possible 2016 presidential aspirations. Next week, he is scheduled to go to South Carolina, the first southern primary state in the nation.